starting this. Morning. Looks like some of you are already on. Welcome, welcome. I'd love to know who is here. So we have a little lovely thing called a chat box right over here. Say who you are and where you're from. Hi. In the meantime, I'm going to check my framing. Make sure that you can all see me. Okay. So, who is here? Do tell. Oh, nobody's here now. Hey, all. Looks like some people are in. Would love to hear from you. Who is here? Where are you from? How you doing? Kristen! Hi, good morning. I started watching The Mandalorian last night. Yes, you're not kidding about Baby Yoda. My favorite. Welcome everyone. Good morning. Oh, I know, he's so cute. He's so cute. Yeah. Yeah, it's my favorite character. It's like powerful and cute. So, props that you might want close by, a couple blocks and maybe a strap. We will be doing some binds today. If you use blocks regularly for standing poses, you might want to have them. But if you've been coming to this class, you'll know that the pace is fast. So it's like may or may not have time to grab the props. But if you do think that you might use them, have them really close to your mat. If you can see, it's like my blocks are right there. I'd probably put them right in front of my mat if I knew I was going to use them. I'd also love to know who's here. Say hello. There's a little chat box over here. Type your name, say where you're from. Would love to know who's here. Check in with you before we start. Carly! Awesome. Nice to see you again. It's been so nice to reconnect with you. Grace, good morning. Good morning, Grace. Good to see you. Also, if you've been coming to these classes, you will have heard this before, but I do wait a couple minutes after the official start time just to make sure that everybody gets in, and but then we'll start right in. So expect it will start around 9:02. Awesome. Thanks, Grace. Mm. So from where I am, it's sunny outside. It's warm and sunny. How's the weather where you are? Hmm. So who else is here? Would love to hear from some of you. Looks like a few more of you are on now. Who has joined? Oh yeah, Oakland is killing it with the heat wave. Yeah, it's warm. We have a bit of a breeze because we're right on near water, but yeah, it's been warm. It's been warm in Alameda too. Welcome everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi Eve. Hi Sharon. You're back. Woohoo! Oh, Eve. Jeanette. Good morning, Jeanette. So we'll get started. Layla. Awesome. So good to see you. Good morning. We'll get started in about another minute. I just like to wait a little bit to make sure. Oh, it's a leftover stage name. Oh. I like it, Jeanette. I always like to leave a little bit of time to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get in. So we'll get started in about a minute. It's funny. I like it. I like it, Jeanette. Couple of things that might be helpful for your practice today, blocks and maybe a strap. We will be doing binds today, so if you have like a little towel or strap nearby for binds, that might be helpful. Other than that, Seja, hi, good morning. Good morning, Seja. Good to have you again. Always good to see you. Layla's on too. All right. Well, I think we had better get started because we only have a small amount of time and lots to do. So I'll go to my mat, you go to yours, and we'll get rolling. First, I'm going to take a sip of water. If you need to take a sip of water, do that too. All right, all. Let's do this. Come to the top of your mat. Stand tall in mountain pose, Tadasana. This is a 30-minute practice with a focus on some twisted poses, some arm balances, all the things. So stand tall. We'll start with a couple rounds of Ujjayi Pranayam. Inhale deeply. Exhale, empty out completely. Then inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head. Join your palms and reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Look forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or hop back and lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands. Stay low and bring your right hand to the inner edge of your right foot. Lift your hips up and back slightly. Tuck your right arm underneath your right leg. So it should be tucked under, just like so. You can stay here or wrap your arms behind your back. Clasp your hands together. Keep your legs really strong. Keep your gaze down at the floor beneath you. And take a couple more breaths where you are. Nicely done. Lower your left hand down. Unwind your right arm. Place your right palm outer edge of your right foot. Step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower down Chaturanga. Either upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way up between your hands. Stay low and bring your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot. Lift your hips up and back slightly. Tuck your left arm underneath your left leg. And you may stay here in this form of lizard pose, or strengthen your legs, hug your inner thighs in, wrap your arms behind your back, and come into a bind. If you're coming into the bind, make sure that your legs are strong, your gaze steady. One more breath. And bring your right hand down to the floor, unwind your left arm, place your left hand outer edge of your left foot. Step back plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, curl your chest up, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And take one more inhale here. On your exhale, bend your knees and walk or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold down over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, join your palms, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides, stand tall, Tadasana. Now, place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg. Then lift your right foot up, clasp your ankle, place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh for tree pose. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Draw from your left foot to your hips up to the crown of your head, and stretch your arms up over your head. Take a breath here in Vrikshasana. Then bring your left hand down to your left hip. Remove your right foot from your inner left thigh and point your right knee forward. Stretch your right arm inside your right thigh. Reach down and clasp your right big toe. Stretch your right leg forward just as much as you can. Get it as straight as you can right now. We'll be doing this a few times, so if it doesn't get all the way straight this time, don't worry. And slowly draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. Uddita Parshvahasta Padangusthasana. And draw your right arm and right leg back forward. And take your left hand forward. Clasp the outer edge of your right foot and stretch your right arm back. Coming into the twisted form of this pose. Right? Again, if the knee needs to be bent a little bit here, please do keep it bent. All right, then slowly try to keep your right leg up as you slowly release the clasp on your right foot. Point your right foot. Keep the twist through your chest. Keep stretching your arms apart. Nice. Lower your right foot down. Bend your knees. Bring your palms together. Twist your chest to your right. And hook your left arm outer edge of your right thigh for Parshva Utkatasana. Keep on pressing your palms together. Turn your chest to your right. Take another breath. Then look down toward the floor in front of your toes. And then start to lift your left heel up away from the floor, shift your weight to your right foot, and step your left foot back, coming into a twisted lunge. I know, tricky transition. Okay. Then either keep your palms together or split your arms apart. Take one more breath here. Now, slowly release the twist, but come up into crescent lunge. So release the twist and come all the way up. Good. Spin your left heel in and down and come open into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior, tip your torso over your left leg. Take a breath, stretch from your right hip all the way out through your right hand. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose, either fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block. Stretch your left arm over your face and look up. Inhale, come back up through warrior two, straighten your right leg and come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your right, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, or hand down to a block. Draw from your kneecaps all the way up into your hips and turn your chest up. Look up. Look down toward your right foot, bend your right knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your right foot all the way up into your right hip. And stretch your left heel back, stretch the crown of your head forward, maybe even draw your gaze up. Okay, good. And bring your left fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, and come into standing split. If you want to deepen the stretch, walk your hands in, fold your face in. Walk your hands back forward, either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay, there we are. All right, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your right foot all the way up between your hands. And walk your left fingertips forward just a little bit. And slide your left foot in, lift your left leg up until it's parallel to the floor. Lift your right arm up, coming into Ardha Chandrasana. Twist your chest open to your right. Then start to bend your right knee. Also bend your left knee and hug your left thigh in towards your belly. And cartwheel your arms. Bring your left arm up and over. Bring your right hand forward. Clasp the outer edge of your left foot. And come into Parvita Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. And slowly release the clasp on your left foot. Keep it up. Point your left foot. And then lower your left foot down. Lower both arms down by your sides. Okay, second side. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee. Turn your left leg out. Lift your left foot up. Clasp your ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh. Join your palms together at the center of your chest. Draw from your right foot to your hips up through the crown of your head, and stretch your arms up over your head. And breathe. All right, and bring your right hand to your right hip. Remove your left foot from your thigh. Point your left knee forward. Stretch your left arm down inside your inner left thigh. Clasp your left big toe. Stretch your left leg forward. Just get your left leg as straight as you can right now. And draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. Keep hugging in and out to your outer right hip. And draw your left arm and left leg back forward. And from here, stretch your right hand forward, clasp the outer edge of your left foot, stretch your left arm back, coming into the twisted form of the pose. Keep your gaze forward, you won't be here so long. Okay, and try to keep your left leg up. Slowly release the clasp on your left foot, point your left foot, and hold, hold, hold. Lower your left foot down, keep the twist through your chest, bend your knees, bring your palms together, and hook your right arm, outer edge of your left thigh for Parshva Utkatasana. Maybe look up for a moment. And draw your gaze back down, just in front of your toes. Shift your weight to your left foot, lift your right heel, and slowly guide your right foot back into a lunging position. Good, good. Either keep your palms together or split your arms apart here in twisted lunge. Then calmly release the twist and come up into crescent lunge. Then turn, spin your right heel and then down and turn open into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Take a breath here, stretch from your left hip all the way out through your left hand. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Either forearm to thigh, fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block, and stretch your right arm over your face. Keep your legs strong, steady. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Straighten your left leg and come into triangle pose. Tip your torso to your left, either hand to shin, fingertips to the floor, hand down to a block. Draw from your kneecaps all the way up through the fronts of your thighs and turn your chest up. And look down toward your left foot. Bend your left knee, come forward and up into half moon pose. Draw from your left foot all the way up into your left hip. Stretch your right heel back, the crown of your head forward. Maybe even look up and take another breath. Then slowly lower your right fingertips down to the floor, square your hips toward the floor, and come into standing split. Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana. Walk your hands in, fold your face in toward your shin. And walk your hands back forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Begin to make your way there. If you haven't already, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way between your hands. Walk your right fingertips forward. Slide your right foot in, lift your right leg up, and stretch your left arm up. Ardha Chandrasana. Take another breath here. Twist your chest up. Maybe even look up. Then look down, bend your left knee, bend your right knee, and hug your right thigh in toward your chest. Then stretch your left arm down, right arm up and over. Reach your left hand forward, clasp the outer edge of your right foot, and stretch your right leg forward. And slowly release the clasp on your right foot. Try to keep it up for a moment. Point your right foot. And lower your right foot all the way down. Lower both arms down by your sides. Again, place your hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg, lengthen through your spine. Lift your right foot up, clasp your ankle. Place the sole of your right foot up high on your inner left thigh and join your palms together. And stretch your arms up over your head. Draw from your left foot all the way up to your fingertips. And bring your left hand to your left hip. Remove your right foot from your inner thigh and point your right knee forward. Stretch your right arm inside your right thigh and clasp your right big toe. Stretch your right leg forward. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. Utthita Parshva Hasta Padangusthasana. And bring your right arm and right leg back forward. Stretch your left hand forward, clasp the outer edge of your right foot, and stretch your right arm back. Parivrtta Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Okay, and then try to keep your right leg up as you release the clasp, point your right foot. Okay, now we're gonna add a piece this time. So as you lower your right leg down, lower your left arm down, bring your right arm up and over, bring your right fingertips down to the floor and come into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Okay, and try to keep your right leg mostly straight as you come back up the same way. Bring your left arm down, right leg down, right arm up, and then stretch your left hand forward and regain the clasp. Oh my, yeah, I know. Okay, and slowly release the clasp, point your right foot, hold it up. And then lower your right foot down and bend your knees, bring your palms together, Parshva Utkatasana. You may stay here this time in Parshva Utkatasana, or if side curl Parshva is in your practice, bring your hands down to the floor, lift your heels, and come into side curl, Parshva. And then lower your feet back down to the floor, come back into Parshva Utkatasana. Bring your palms together, press them firmly, look in front of your toes, and then stretch your left leg back, coming into twisted lunge. You might split your arms apart. Here, take another breath where you are. Okay. And then from where you are, release the twist, come up into crescent lunge. Exhale, come into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, come back up through warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose. Bring your hand to the inner edge of your foot. Bring it down to the floor. Stretch your left arm up. You can stay here or wrap your arms around your right thigh to come into bound Parsva Konasana. Turn your chest up. And you may stay right here. Or you may come into regular triangle pose, release the bind, or keep the bind for bound triangle. Baddha Trikonasana. As you come into it, make sure that there's no pulling or pinching in your hamstrings. In fact, I just bent my knee a little bit more because I was feeling some sensations I didn't like. Okay, then start to bend your right knee again. This time around, keep the bind if you have it. Hop your left foot forward and bring your left foot up to the front of your mat so all 10 toes are facing the short edge of your mat. Bird of Paradise, or you can come up into Utthita Parshva Hasta Padangusthasana. Press down away from the floor. Lift your torso up. Slowly, slowly. Find your balance with your right knee bent. And stretch your right leg out to the side. Okay, a couple more breaths. You got it. And then slowly bend your right knee. Lower your right foot back down. And hop your left foot back. Come back into bound Parsva Konasana. Inhale, come into warrior two. Okay, exhale, bring your fingertips down to the floor, spin your left heel up, slide forward and up and come into standing split. As much as you can, maybe deepen the stretch, walk your hands back by the sides of your right foot. And walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Not very strong for me right now. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your right foot up between your hands. Slide your left hand forward and come into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Stretch your right arm up. Okay. And then because we practiced it earlier, try to keep your left leg as straight as possible as you swoop your arms up and over, clasp the outer edge of your left foot, and come into Parivrtta Uttita Sapangushtasana. Try to keep your left leg up, point your foot, and then lower your left foot down. Lower your arms down. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee, turn your left leg out. Lift your left foot up, clasp your left ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. And stretch your arms up. Take a breath here. And place your right hand on your right hip. Remove your left foot from your inner thigh and point your left knee forward. Stretch your left arm inside your left thigh and clasp your left big toe. Stretch your left leg forward. And stretch your left arm and left leg out to your left. And then stretch your left arm and left leg back forward. Take your right hand forward and clasp the outer edge of your left foot and stretch your left arm back. Now slowly release the clasp on your left foot, but keep it up, point your left foot. And then swoop your left leg down and through. Cartwheel your arms to bring your left hand down, stretch your right arm up. Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. And then reverse the same way. Bring your left leg through and up and cartwheel your arms. Bring your right hand to clasp the outer edge of your left foot. And then again, slowly release the clasp, point your left foot, keep it up. Ooh. Lower your left foot down. Bring your palms together, twist your chest to your left and hook your right arm outer edge of your left thigh. You can stay here or come into side crow, Parshva Bring both hands down and come up into the pose. And lower your feet down and come back into Parshva Utkatasana with your palms together. Look down toward the floor just in front of your toes and bring your right leg back, twisted lunge. You can stay here with your palms together or split your arms apart. And keep your legs strong as you release the twist and stretch your arms up. Come into crescent lunge. Spin your right heel in down and turn open into warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, side angle pose. Bring your left hand to the inner edge of your left foot and stretch your right arm up. You might stay right here or wrap your arms around your left side, coming into a bind. And you can come into regular Trikonasana or start to straighten your left leg to come into bound Trikonasana. It's like taking it slow, keeping in mind that we don't want to go too far in this pose. Bend your left knee, look down toward your left foot. Hop your right foot to the front edge of your mat so all 10 toes are facing the short edge of your mat. Okay, so press down to your right foot. Start to lift your torso up to come into bird of paradise. Find your balance with your left knee really bent and then start to straighten your left leg. And bird of paradise is not like a pose that feels accessible right now. You can do something similar. Clasp your left big toe, bring your leg out to the side. Okay? Okay, and then slowly bend your left knee, guide your left foot all the way down, and step back into bound side angle pose. Turn your chest up, look up, and then come into warrior two. Exhale, bring both hands down, spin your right heel up, and come forward and up into standing split. Fold in as deeply as you can. Walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Begin to make your way there. And take another breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way up between your hands. Stretch your right fingertips forward and come into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Good. And then from here, start to make your way up. Cartwheel your arms, stretch your left hand forward, and clasp the outer edge of your right foot. And try to keep your right leg up, point your right foot, stretch your arms. Woohoo. Okay. And lower your right foot all the way down. Lower both arms down by your sides. The last piece, place your hands on your hips, bend your right knee, turn your right leg out. Lift up through the muscles of your left leg and lengthen through your spine. Lift your right foot up. Place the sole of your right foot up high at your inner thigh. Turn your palms together. And stretch your arms up over your head. Okay. Place your left hand on your left hip. Remove your right foot from your inner thigh and point your right knee forward. Reach your right arm inside your right thigh and clasp your right big toe. Stretch your right leg forward. Draw your right arm and right leg out to your right. And then draw your right arm and right leg back forward. Stretch your left hand forward, clasp the outer edge of your right foot, and stretch your right arm back. Okay, so we're going to take a couple pieces out here. Slowly release the clasp, keep your right leg up, stretch your arms up. Okay, and now right away, lower your right foot down, bring your palms together. Parshva Utkatasana. Twist your chest to your right. Okay, either stay here or lower your hands down, come into Parshva Bakasana. You may stay here or stretch your right leg out to the side, lean forward, stretch your left leg back. Ekapada Kundanyasana 1. Then come back through Parshva Bakasana, lower your feet down, and come back into Parshva Utkatasana. Look down in front of your toes, and then stretch your left leg back, coming into a twisted lunge. You can keep your palms together, or you might even split your arms apart. Okay. Now, option 1, stay here for a few more breaths. Option 2, bind your arms underneath your right leg. Option 3, hop your left foot forward and come into a twisted bird of paradise. Once your feet are close to one another, press down through your left foot and lift your torso up. And then start to straighten your right leg forward. And then bend your right knee again and lower your right foot all the way down. And if you still have the bind, stretch your left leg back. Twisted bound lunge. Then unwind your arms. Place your fingertips down onto the floor. Then come forward and up into standing split. And walk your hands back forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Begin to make your way there if you haven't already. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift your right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your right foot all the way between your hands. Stretch your left hand forward and come into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Then from Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana, draw your left leg down and through. Cartwheel your arms. Take your right hands to the outer edge of your left foot. Stretch your left arm back. And try to keep your left leg up. Point your left foot. Hold. And then lower your left foot down. Lower both arms down by your sides. Okay, last side. Place your hands on your hips. Bend your left knee. Turn your left leg out. Lift your left foot up. Clasp your ankle. Place the sole of your left foot up high on your inner right thigh. And join your palms together. Stretch your arms up over your head. And place your right hand on your right hip. Remove your left foot from your inner thigh and point your knee forward. Stretch your left arm inside your thigh and clasp your left big toe. Stretch your left leg forward. Utthita Sapangustasana. Draw your left arm and left leg out to your left. And then draw your left arm and left leg back forward. Stretch your right hand forward, clasp the outer edge of your left foot, and stretch your left arm back. And again, we're going to take a couple pieces out here. So try to keep your left leg up. Slowly release the clasp on the outer edge of your foot. Keep your leg up. Lower your left foot down, bend your knees, bring your palms together, twist your chest to your left, hook your right arm outer edge of your left thigh. Either stay here or bring your hands down. Come into Parshva Bakasana. And either stay here or stretch your left leg out to your left. Lean forward, stretch your right leg back for Ekapada Kundanyasana 1. And then bring your legs back together if you came into that shape. Parshva Bakasana. Lower your feet down and come into Parshva Utkatasana with your palms together. Look in front of your toes and stretch your right leg back. And come into twisted lunge. You can stay here with palms together or split your arms apart. Okay. Now from here, a few more progressions could be possible. Stay here or bind around your left leg and pause for a few breaths. Stay there or hop your right foot up to your left and then press down through your right foot. Slowly lift your torso up to come into twisted bird of paradise. And stretch your left leg straight. And then slowly bend your left knee. Guide your left foot back down if you came up. Step your right foot back. Twisted bound lunge. Good. Unwind your arms carefully. Stretch your fingertips forward and come forward and up into standing split. Couple breaths. Walk your hands forward. Either come straight through Vinyasa or a couple little hops up toward handstand on your way back through Vinyasa. Okay, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a breath here, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, place your left foot all the way between your hands. Stretch your right hand forward, come up into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. And then come all the way up, looping your arms up and through. Clasp the outer edge of your right foot into Parivrtta Utthita Padangusthasana. And try to keep your right leg up, point your right foot, stretch your arms out, and then lower your right foot all the way down next to your left, or your arms down by your sides. Whew. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your gaze forward. And exhale, sit down. Sit all the way down. Couple of back bends. Bring your feet hip width distance apart on the floor. Bring your arms by your sides. So your options are either Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose, or Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow. Peel your buttocks off the floor, your low back, your middle back, your upper back. And you can either interlace your fingers underneath your back or come all the way up. Hug your inner thighs in, press down and forward through the balls of your feet, and breathe. Okay, and slowly make your way down out of your first back bend. We will do one more. Give yourself a moment to rest. Okay, and set yourself up again. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and lift your hips up. Either stay there or come the rest of the way up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. And breathe deeply. Hug your inner thighs in. Press down and forward through the balls of your feet. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, make your way all the way down with control. Stretch your arms by your sides. Okay. Now, hook your right thigh over your left, just like so. And then take your hands to the outer edges of your feet and draw your feet toward your shoulders. It's kind of like, it's Gomukhasana legs, cow face pose legs, for a little hip stretch. Okay, and then bring your outer shins back together. You can either keep them here or tuck your right toes back behind you, and then draw your legs down to your left for a twist here. Inhale, come back up through center. And then rearrange your legs. Draw your left thigh over your right. And again, flex your feet, clasp the outer edges of your feet, and hug, draw your feet toward your shoulders. A little stretch on your outer hips. Okay, and then slowly release that. Bring your outer shins toward one another. You could even tuck your left toes back behind your right calf. Stretch your arms out to the sides and draw your legs down to your right. For twist. Inhale, come back up through center. Unwind your legs and hug your thighs into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big hug. We made it. Then extend your legs out fully along the floor. Your arms by your sides. Make any other small adjustments in your body that are needed. And we'll spend at least a little bit of time here. Take a couple breaths. And if you do have more time and would like to stay, allow yourself to stay here. This is where we'll end. So if you do need to end now, sit up. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Those are always so much fun. Fun for me to sequence and fun for me to practice to see what is possible. So thanks for rocking it out, yogis. Love ya. I have a workshop coming up through Love Story Yoga this Sunday on forearm stand and handstand. So if you're interested in that, it's from 1 to 4 Pacific time. You can go to lovestoryyoga.com and go to the events section on the website. I would love to have you there. And these are going to continue at least through May. So it's like keep on looking for the links in your inbox. I'll continue to offer these fun, short Vinyasa snack practices. They're a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that you guys are here. Thank you. Love y'all. Thanks all. Thank you for your wonderful comments too. Your presence is felt. I feel the love. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks, Jeanette. And until next time then, I will hopefully see you earlier than next Friday, but if not, I hope to see you next Friday. And enjoy your weekend. Bye, y'all. Sending love to you. Stay healthy. Stay safe.